Hi everybody. We are gathered here tonight, or whatever time of day you're watching this, for some winter yin yoga. So if you haven't grabbed two pillows and a blanket yet and lit your candle, turn your lights down, I recommend setting your space to just be nice and chill, especially for the winter months to like really just soak up this rest and relaxation. It's gonna feel so good. We're going to start on the back in a Shavasana-like position. So you'll bring your pillows under one under the head, one under the knees. So Yin Yoga, as a reminder, is all resting, laying down, or seated postures. And the idea is to hold them for a minute to about 5 minutes, and really support your body so you're not stretching the muscles so much, but stretching the fascia. So stretching that stuff that covers everything and holds us all together inside the body, and it's really what conducts our energy. So it provides this like super deep relaxing um feeling, more so than a stretch. So letting yourself get just super comfy to begin in this supported shavasana. You can start to let the eyes close and the palms face up. Just letting yourself get acclimated to the atmosphere. And whatever time of day you're practicing this, but especially if it's in the evening, give yourself a few breaths where you can just sigh out anything you're holding on to from the day or the week. Breathe in and out. So, especially this first posture in winter yin, it's for the nervous system. So, if you've been going all day, if you've been pushing hard all month, this one, it might feel a little harder. We're going to hold it long enough to let the nervous system really relax. If you've ever noticed your foot tapping or your fingers fidgeting or your leg bouncing, that kind of repetitive motion, it actually helps regulates the nervous system. So here, if you feel like it's hard to let go, let your breath be that one thing, the rhythm to soothe you. And we're inviting in a softness and a surrender here, kind of a welcoming in or an understanding and acceptance for whatever's been going on with us physically, emotionally, spiritually. or externally. That's it. Just now, maybe starting to feel the nervous system start to regulate. And it seems like we're not doing anything, but we are doing something so important right now. This is the foundation. Giving yourself a deeper breath in and long exhale out. We'll just start to wiggle the fingers and the toes, and you can turn your wrists. And I'm going to take a long stretch here. So bringing the arms overhead, stretching through the feet. And we'll make our transitions in this winter yin really slow and thoughtful. Just embracing this sense of rest and recovery tonight. So take the pillow out from underneath your head and start to bend the knees here. And we're going to drag the pillows so one is on either side of us, right near the hips. And before we come into a reclining butterfly, just lift your knees up and hug them into yourself and just rock your back side to side here a couple times. Just nice and slowly. And then we'll just drop the feet down to the ground. And we're going to come into a supported bridge. So we'll lift the hips up here and drag one pillow underneath your hips. Now, this might be enough. If you've got really squishy pillows, you want that other one nearby, you can always add it in the middle or add it right now. Just stack them right on top of each other. Right under your tailbone, under your butt. Bring the hips down to rest and then extend your legs out again. Should feel a gentle hip opener right through the front of the pelvis. You can bring the arms out wide again, or even bend at the elbows to bring them up alongside your head. Sometimes yin feels intense, but if it ever hurts, feel free to back off. And even though the breath isn't emphasized in yin, naturally, if the body is ready to release some stress, just use your exhales as it feels right. If you tune in real closely to your body, it's subtle, but you can feel something happening. Maybe a pulse or vibration. a different kind of flow. Let your eyes relax here and your hands. And as you're in some of these shapes where it does feel more intense, you can bring your attention right to that spot. So, really feeling it now as we finish out this shape in your mind's eye, just really noticing where the sensation is. Breathe right into that spot. And then we're going to start to drag the feet up. So you can bend your knees again and drop the feet down onto the mat. And just lift your hips up enough to pull the pillows out of the way quite slowly with your body, as it may be stiff from just staying in one position. Roll all the way over to fetal position on your right side and just pause there for a moment. Just treating this fetal position like a counter pose. We're off the back for a moment. We're going to open up into a spinal twist. So we'll take the pillow right between your knees. And then you start to open up your chest here. So you lay your shoulders back towards the ground. And the other pillow, it feels good to put it underneath your left shoulder. So it's not as deep of a twist. You can squish it under there. And by all means, if you want to pull your blanket in as we relax, just drape it right over yourself. So we're in this easy spinal twist, and it is easy. It's not as deep as we can go. And the arms can be bent or down, head through center or to the left. And then allowing yourself to relax again. It's like going to sleep, like taking a little nap almost in each shape. And even invite in the feeling of being held here, being supported by the pillows, warm with the blanket, and comforted by the music.
And the trick with yin is as it feels like it's getting up to a really intense point when you've been in the shape for a while, just see if you can be with that sensation, watch it, let it come all the way up to the peak as long as it's not hurting or burning. And then it often just passes or doesn't even quite reach the peak, but starts to mellow. And that's when we get the real release. Just see if you can stay with it the last couple moments in this shape. And start to wake your body up a little bit. You might stretch through the arms. First thing we're going to do is just remove the pillow from between the legs and keep it on this side. We're going to change sides by way of fetal position to the other side. So, rolling all the way over to your left. Just rest on that left side. Just to be off the back for a moment. There, you can place that pillow underneath your head and got just a couple more moments here, taking our time with ourselves. We'll start to move into that spinal twist with the knees to the left side. So, and now drag the pillow between your legs, between your thighs, up, support yourself, the blanket in the right spot, and then open your chest up again. And you can either squish the pillow up underneath the other side of your low back and hips, or pull it up and put it right underneath that right shoulder, scooching it in for some support. Head through center or over to that right side. And just noticing how the body is different on both sides. We store things in our body, we forget about that. And so in yin, sometimes things come out and we just greet them with our awareness.
memories or other things. Just nice and kind to ourselves here. Let yourself relax in again. And you might really notice some space opening up and turn your head over to that right side. There's no forcing in yin though. There's nothing to win or to prove. And you should be totally supported. And we're just coming to the last few moments in this twist. And to find our way out of this shape, just bring your head back through center and you can scooch that right pillow out from underneath the shoulder and remove the pillow from between the knees. Come onto your back again and then just lift your legs up again. One more time, squeezing in, knees to the chest. And we're going to start to press ourselves up, and not even by way of a rock, because this is yin. Just lift yourself up to seated. And we're coming into a butterfly fold from here. So bringing the soles of the feet together, and then we're going to get our setup, taking one pillow under each knee, hip, thigh area. And so you're supported, scooch them up and in there. The blanket can go right through center to rest your elbows on. It can go around you. You can go over your feet. Use it as it feels good. So you might even just start seated here, and it might only be a slight fold forward, and this is enough. In Yin, we just practice that everything's enough. And so even if your posture's not good and your spine's curving, just totally relax here. We're just letting go. Doesn't mean we have to stay concrete still. Relax into it. Yeah. Yeah. Time just seems to melt away when you're in these yin shapes. So approaching the end of the shape, start to prop yourself back up, start to lift out. And we're just going to take a gentle counter pose here. So just placing the hands behind you, fingers face you. Just going to let the head fall back. Can take a little rock here for the shoulders. Just opening the chest up.
Good. Then we'll stretch the legs out onto the mat and just let the blood come back into the legs. Give them a little shake. Feel that subtle flow restored. And we're going to move now into a child's pose. So, child's pose in yin, you can put a pillow right on top of your heels. You can actually sit on a pillow, put a pillow all the way right underneath your legs to really prop yourself up more. You can put a pillow under your chest, or both pillows under your chest. And then just start to drop your head. You can be more supported by your elbows and forearms or closer to the ground. Maybe with that prop underneath your forehead. It's hard to be still with yourself a lot of times, so this is quite intimate with yourself. Just holding the space for your body and whatever comes up. And yin, though, remove the censoring if you can as you relax. How we self-censor. Just taking that all down, just to really rest and accept. Let's start to lift up out of this child's pose. Coming to your forearms. And lifting up slowly. We're going to take a little counter pose. So you move the pillows to the side. And we'll come to the top of a table and just hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Just give yourself a cat cow through the spine.
And then we're going to come onto the belly and come into half frog. So you bring the right knee up and out to the right side. Now, to take some of that pressure off, you can roll into your left side a little bit more. You can place a pillow right under the chest. Maybe the other pillow near your head. Just like you're in bed going to sleep, really supported here. And you want to be feeling this through your inner thigh. And if you happen to have your left shoulder down and arm out to the right side, you're going to be getting a yin stretch through that arm as well. You can adjust the pillows, adjust yourself a little bit to get the right spot, and then settle in. Just relaxing, continuing to relax. And bring your awareness back. We're going to start to change sides here. The next breath or so, you'll just drop a hand down to the ground. You can roll onto that left side to bring your right leg down. Just getting ready to change sides here and adjust your pillows. Bringing that left knee up and out to the left side. Place the pillow, supporting yourself right up through your center. That right pillow can be
under your head. Maybe the right arm is out long. And you drop your chest a little bit for a shoulder stretch. Squishing the pillows into the right spot as you get comfortable. And bring to mind the image of a dog or a cat sleeping, where it's really, really seems like their job to enjoy their rest, to just really practice fully resting. So if there's any tiny little bit that's holding here, give yourself permission to surrender around it and release. And just getting towards the end of this side. And we'll start to just roll onto that right side so you can move the pillow out from the left and just press yourself up. We're going to get ready for one more shape before Shavasana. So you'll press up to seated. This one takes a little bit more setup. It's going to be a supported fish pose. So right underneath where your upper back would be, put one pillow. And then you're going to put another pillow that's kind of a little bit staggered up. And then take your blanket and roll it up a little bit. Unless you have a huge blanket, and then you might just squish it up. Put it kind of under where your head would be. We're going to have to adjust this pretty much when we lay down. Actually, it might be easier to hold the blanket as we come back. So you're just going to want to sit down right in front of the pillows and lay your upper back on the pillows. And then actually it might be better to put the blanket standing up. Depends how firm your blanket is, so that your head is up a little bit higher. So we're getting a chest opener here. You can separate the legs out to the corners of the mat. Bring your arms out wide so you're getting a chest opener here. Supported opener. Just close the eyes again and feel that difference between having just been resting on the chest and the belly to now being this opposite side up. And whatever comes up, just welcome it. Even watching and feeling the sensation of an emotion if it shows up, like a tightness in the throat. And you give yourself a breath, a release, and we're going to begin to exit this supportive fish shape and come into our final resting shape. So dropping your forearms down behind you and just removing the pillows again for our Shavasana once more. Pillow under the head, pillow under the knees, and find your blanket. Oh, for your whole body now. And get that right spot. Even this shape, different than just as you go to sleep because of our intention. So now that we've done some yin in this shape, Shavasana, also known as corpse pose, Like a little death, but also a little rebirth. In this deep, restful state, real healing happens for all of our systems, kind of resetting, and there's a reboot. Feel the nervous system just very regulated. You can feel your own energy and the flows inside of you, the tingles, the sensations of rest. And it's a real intention of care, of restoration here, and of kindness to ourselves and our bodies for this human experience. And it's like you're going to sleep, but we're very much aware still as we sink deeper into this Shavasana. Let go of anything you're holding still. And in this very peaceful state, just bring your awareness back to your body and notice where that awareness goes in you. You feel it right through center, right near your heart, or in your head, or near the solar plexus. But this consciousness inside you, now merging with your body again and giving some thanks for your body. We're gonna wake up slowly here. So you just turn your hands, start to stretch through the fingers as you notice your breath again, and then stretch through your toes and flex your feet. And when you're ready, reach your arms overhead. Just open your eyes gently and make your way up to a seat. Noticing this really peaceful, calm state where it does again feel like everything will be all right. Oh. And we still end yin pretty traditionally by bringing the hands together at your heart center or down in your lap. And it's just to recognize the light in me, the light in you, the light in each of us. Namaste. And now ready for a good sleep. Thanks for joining.